You know a Freddie Calhoun?
Sure, I know
Freddie
Freddie.
needs money to get out of town. Says he's prepared to blow the whistle on a primo reefer distribution ring. Says he
Has
can...
he said how much it's going to cost?
$50.
And the department will front me the 50?
You can put in an expense claim. He's over at Mike Lyman's on Hollywood Boulevard. See what you can find out.
What now?
If I know
Get
Freddie,
moving,
he'll cut
fellas.
and run if there's even a
Boys,
hint of
informant is
trouble.
the
We should
skittish
get
type.
there quick.
Your partner wants his cash? Tell him to fill out a requisition. Now get on with the case.
Advice?
If I know Freddie, he'll cut and run if there's even a hint of trouble. We should get there quick.
You'll get roasted.
$50? Do they think I'm made of money?
No, you just look like you're made of money.
Oh, very good. The kid's on form. I'd say on a scale of dull to scintillating, you're a solid tedious today, which you can be pleased with.
Do you ever listen to yourself?
I don't have the same voices in my head as you do, Cole.
A little twist. She was 13.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
If I know Freddie, he'll cut and run if there's even a hint of trouble. We should get there quick.
The bum took a swipe at me. Put him down on my side.
Isn't that the cop who won the medal and is solving all the cases?
Can you drive to this one?
Get this. Middle of the afternoon, this crazy woman decides to set fire to the hotel she lives in. The fire brigade come and put it out. Couple hours later, she does it again. Phones up Central and says, "I've set fire to my hotel twice today. You'd better come and get me."
Did they send some uniforms round to get her?
No, that's the best part. The desk sergeant, he gets his share of crank calls, says, "All right, Lady Nero, why don't you come on down here?" An hour later, she shows. Hair still smoking, clothes smoldering, smelling like a brush fire.
I'm at a loss.
There's a little sneak. That's him in the back, Cole.
Root beers all around, doll.
I'm sorry, officer, but there ain't nothing going on in there that is worth telling you about, all right?
Freddie, you're looking good.
You're gonna help me, right?
That's what I'm here for.
You got the money?
The 20? Sure, right here.
20? I said...
You want the money or the alternative?
Tell us about the reefer, Freddie.
Who's he?
Another good Samaritan. Answer the question.
Grass comes from Tijuana. They bring in 50 pounds a week.
50 pounds? Are you hallucinating, Freddie?
Gets stashed at a house at 1452 North Las Palmas.
Names, Freddie.
The guy at the house is a spick that goes by the name Juan Garcia Cruz. Well, be careful. He likes guns. That's why I get my money.
Do me a favor, Freddie. Spend the money on a bus ticket. You can't last forever on a snitch jacket.
My eggs were running.
Let's go visit this Cruz character. 50 pounds of dope. Crazy.
If you don't mind, you boys standing around looking mean is affecting my business.
You want a tip? Refill my coffee faster next time.
Boy, that steak had seen better days.
Whatever kind of look you were going for, you missed.
Help me out.
Let's go visit this Cruz character. 50 pounds of dope. Crazy.
You're behind the wheel. You believe his story?
Sure. A hophead like Freddie would raffle his sister for his next score.
Call for help. I'll try and find a way in. Call for help. I'll try and find a way in. Call for help. I'll try and find a way in. Throw out the gun.
North Las Palmas.
for help. I'll try and find a way in. Call for help. I'll try and find a way in. Call for help. I'll try and find a way in. Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
11K calling KGPL. Officers need help at 1452 North Las Palmas. Shots fired and officers need help at 1452 North Las Palmas.
Roger, 11K. All units, officers need help at 1452 North Las Palmas. Officers need help at 1452 North Las Palmas. Shots fired. Units to handle identify code 3.
Surrender now, or I will use deadly force.
I'll ask you politely to move on. Next time I won't be so nice.
You guys don't half leave a mess. What happened?
Dope peddler, Juan Cruz. He opened fire and, well, the rest of the story tells itself. $1. thought they took these things out of circulation. Juan Garcia Cruz. This is his address, but this place looks like a front.
Not now, Phelps.
Is this a drug or a village in Borneo? Doesn't appear to be in Spanish.
Doesn't anyone eat regular meals anymore? Junkies feeding on popcorn and grasshoppers living on soup.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps. Never the same, are they?
What do you think?
We could see what the neighbors have to say about Cruz.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Parnell Soup Company, a head office or factory in the Los Angeles area.
Just a second, Detective. Only one address listed.
We'll need to
6310
check that.
Fountain Avenue.
Thanks.
Find anything interesting? I need to get back to it, Phelps.
So what next?
We could see what the neighbors have to say about Cruz.
Maybe these are the guys keeping Juan so well stocked with soup. I don't think this is going to help us. Nothing significant.
Detectives, you'll want to come meet Mr. Fickman, the neighbor. Sounds like he's got something for you.
Detectives Phelps and Durrell. We were told you...
Always knew they were up to no good. Son of a bitch spent more time in the chicken coop than in his house.
Thank you, sir. That's very helpful. And next time you witness suspect behavior through the crack in your curtains, please call us before something like this happens.
I keep an eye on the neighborhood. I gotta run along now.
People are inquisitive.
Show's over.
We'll
keep
'em
moving,
back.
all of you. This is a secure area. You all need to leave. Any ideas? What now?
Sounds like we need to check out the chicken coop.
Clear this area immediately.
Big, right?
This is a crime scene. All of you move along. Come on, Roy.
All right, all right.
Junk.
Phelps, you jump like a girl.
Not sure this means much.
Now we're getting somewhere.
More soup? Who in the hell keeps a secret stash of soup?
You hungry or something, Phelps?
I'd say that's pretty good value for 12 cents.
Factory sealed. Someone at the cannery has a lot of explaining to do.
With Juan dead, we need a new suspect, Cole. Is there a pattern to the deliveries?
This guy EJ seems to be bringing in most of the serious weight. The dates and times seem pretty regular. We should notify the border crossing.
Those fuckers are probably in on it. Let's wait and see how this plays out.
So what next?
The soup factory. Where else?
I'm waiting, Roy.
Keep your shirt on. Here I come.
Come on, Roy. You drive. I need to go over the case notes. Carruthers says the morphine is still turning up.
Makes sense. We have no idea how much of the stuff Lenny shifted. There's been no comeback from Cohen as yet.
Maybe Confidential Magazine is right, and Bugsy is on the slide.
You read that stuff? I wouldn't say it to his face if I was you. That is one hot-tempered son of a bitch.
Right. Let's see if we can find out who's been over-seasoning the soup in this place.
LAPD. Who owns this factory, ma'am?
Mr. Parnell. Howard Parnell. I'll let him know you're here. Please, take a seat.
If you don't mind, we'll come with you.
If you must.
You just wanted to follow her, didn't you? You sly dog. I must apologize for my partner's roving eye. He hates saying goodbye, but he loves watching them leave.
Give it a rest, Roy.
If you could show these men in to see Mr. Parnell, Doris. They're from the LAPD.
Follow me, gentlemen.
What is going on?
I'm sorry, I'm just the receptionist here. I
LAPD,
can't help you.
sit tight, fatso. You could be in very serious trouble.
There's no reason to be rude. Take a seat, gentlemen. I'm sure we can sort this all out.
Maybe you can explain why we found $5 bags of marijuana in sealed Parnell soup cans.
That's an outrageous allegation.
How do you explain it, Chubby? We found at least 30 cans, all sealed up tight with your label on them.
Can I get a list of your employees?
Of course. We have nothing to hide. Doris, can you bring me in the current employee listing?
Here it is, Mr. Parnell.
On the desk, please.
Any name on that list that rings a bell?
This is familiar. 1452 North Las Palmas. A Jorge Garcia Cruz. The factory sealed cans we found suggest a very professional operation, Mr. Parnell. We're looking for an inside man.
I know nothing about this. I want this stopped as much as you do.
The factory sealed cans we found suggest a very professional operation, Mr. Parnell. We're looking for an inside man.
I know nothing about this. I want this stopped as much as you do.
Quit lying, Parnell. How could the cans be coming off the line sealed without your knowledge? You're the kingpin here.
You want to make an accusation like that, son? You better have some goddamn proof.
It's nothing personal. I'm just doing my job. You understand that? You must suspect someone, Mr. Parnell.
Are you sure it isn't someone who stole some of my labels? That would be pretty easy to do.
How are your sales, Mr. Parnell?
Just fine and dandy, son. We're entering a new era of prosperity. I hope you're both big soup eaters.
Mr. Parnell, do you know what kind of trouble you're in? Come clean with us.
Okay, so things are a little flat. We're deciding whether to lower production. It's taken a while to adjust to not having any military contracts. You know, we sold Uncle Sam 5 million cans of minestrone.
Ever heard of Juan Garcia Cruz?
Not that I know of.
He has a brother employed here. You know him?
We employ large numbers of Mexicans. I'm not familiar with them all.
That's funny, Parnell. He has the same address as his brother Juan, who we shot dead less than an hour ago. You better give me something.
Look, I'm not involved in this. I'm getting enough grief from Washington. There's an investigation going on into profiteering. Like a guy shouldn't be able to turn a buck while the war is on.
I'm sure thousands of dead Marines sleep soundly knowing that you did okay. Tell us about Jorge Garcia Cruz.
Jorge? I had no idea of his last name. His team does daily maintenance on the conveyor belts and cookers.
You're being made a patsy by a dope ring, Parnell, and you're happy to sit here and let it happen.
You want my help? I said I'd help. You want to call me names? You can go fuck yourself.
We'd like to take a look around the factory floor, Mr. Parnell.
I hope we won't have to shut down the line.
No, nothing like that.
Thank you. I'm grateful for that. I'll show you around myself.
I hate seeing how things are made. This is going to be like that time I went to the slaughterhouse and couldn't eat steak for a week.
Advice?
Let's take his nickel tour and have our own look around.
What do you think?
Let's take his nickel tour and have our own look around.
This is where the produce comes in. We peel and sort all of the vegetables and add them to the line in regular quantities.
Fascinating.
Why don't you keep quiet? Might learn something.
Oh, good God. This really is turning into some nightmare school trip flashback.
Sam is taking me to Palm Springs for the weekend.
This is the hopper, which boils and purees the vegetables. The other hopper is for the pasta. This way, please.
You're loving this, aren't you, Phelps?
The soup is ladled automatically into cabling.
I'd like to see the packing and dispatch area, if you don't mind.
Sure. It's over here. Follow me. This is one of our dispatchers. Sergio, right?
Yes, sir.
These men are from the LAPD. Sergio here records our outgoing deliveries. They all go in the book, just there on the desk.
We're looking for repeat business in large amounts, Cole.
What's going on, Parnell? There's enough soup going to this place every day to feed a company of Marines.
What are you talking about?
Can I have a look at that coin?
Sure, why not?
Silver dollar, right?
Yeah, that's right.
The markings on it say it's been taken out of circulation.
Maybe. I'm not trying to buy anything with it. I like it. Brings me luck. As long as Mr. Parnell says we can stand around here doing nothing, then it's okay with me.
Help me out.
Talk to the dispatcher. Even if Parnell is the fall guy, it's these guys who handle the goods.
a family company using family recipes. We don't know anything about dope rings. I need you to stop this from ruining the company's reputation.
Do you have access to the canning area?
I do. But I keep to my station. Loading and unloading. Don't care much for soup.
Do you have access to the canning area?
I do. But I keep to my station. Loading and unloading. Don't care much for soup.
Do you have access to the canning area?
I do. But I keep to my station. Loading and unloading. Don't care much for soup. As long as Mr. Parnell says we can stand around here doing nothing, then it's okay with me.
Sergio, if you don't give me something, I'm going to go to Immigration Services and have you deported.
You get a shipment once every 2 weeks. Ernesto does the driving. I don't know his full name. It's delivered here at night, or he gets it canned up. From here, it gets sent all over the country.
What do you know about the 20th century market?
Nada. I get the orders from upstairs. I send the goods where I'm told.
And you don't know Juan Garcia Cruz?
No, not me. As long as Mr. Parnell says we can stand around here doing nothing, then it's okay with me.
We just want to talk to Juan, Sergio. You sure you couldn't tell us where we could find him?
Ari, I never heard of the man.
That's it for now, Sergio. If we need to speak to you again, we'll put in a call to Mr. Parnell.
If you have to, I guess.
We will be in touch, Mr. Parnell. It is imperative that things appear as normal here. Keep an eye on Sergio in case he gets tempted to blow the whistle.
Thanks. I'll do that. You're going to overlook my little immigration problem, aren't you?
Cheer up, Fatso. We're gonna let you go on squeezing these poor saps a little while longer. Well, until some commie union types infiltrate this place. I am glad to be out of that place. I never knew fresh vegetables could smell so bad.
I'm waiting, Roy.
On my way.
I hope things work out. I need the job, but they tell me nothing.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Let's get down to 20th Century Market and see who's buying soup.
You know the way. You can drive. How many years have you been in Vice, Roy?
More years than I want to own up to, Phelps.
You have any idea who Rojas was talking about?
The gringo runs the operation? Could be anybody. You don't expect those morons to be running the show, do you? You ask Rojas how much a silver dollar is worth, he'd probably say 50 cents. Sit tight. Let's take a look at what's going on.
Either these customers are serious soup lovers, or I think we found our middleman.
Car 11 King to KGPL.
Car 11 King, go ahead.
I'm requesting assistance in a B-Wagon at 20th Century Markets, 1550. Code 2 only, no sirens.
11K, roger.
Okay. Cavalry should be here any minute.
LAPD, nobody move!
I'll take my chances.
Whatever you're carrying, hand it over. I'd say he's got about half a can left. I guess that makes me a pessimist.
You can't take me in.
Take you in? Be glad he didn't shoot you. I wouldn't have chased you. If it was up to me, you'd be talking out of a hole in the back of your head.
I want information.
Senor, I would like to help you, but I got a family in Mexico I have to provide for. And my compadres are very unreasonable.
Your compadres? Turn out your pockets. I need Ray to run down these silver dollars.
I need to make a deal. I need guarantees.
You have identification? Sanchez Erto, Mexican, Tijuana address. Here's the deal, Airto. You give me information, and I won't give you to immigration. Give me EJ, the driver bringing in the shipments, or I'll make you for it.
I run the shop. That's all I do.
Start talking, Airto. I want the names of everyone involved.
What difference does it make what I tell you? I'm still going to jail, no?
Tell me about the soup cans.
The soup is very popular, as you can see.
I think you're the connection on the Mexican side. I think you're more than you like to make out.
So now I'm the big man in this?
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
It's real funny, wise guy. You want to try saying that again with no teeth?
I get a delivery at 7:30 every other day from the factory. Jorge organizes everything.
We know about Jorge and Juan. Juan is dead. Tell us how you know the Cruz boys.
Ernesto put together this thing. He brought in Juan, Juan brought in Jorge.
I think you're related to the Cruz boys, and that's how this thing got off the ground.
There is no way you can prove that, officer. Do you have our birth certificates?
You don't ask, you never find out. I don't give a fuck about your Mex buddies or their leader, Ernesto. Tell me about the white man with the silver dollars.
You're plumb loco, Jefito, if you think I'm going to talk about him. That man is cursed. I want nothing to do with him.
You're going to jail, Airto. Our jails may be nicer than what you could expect in Mexico, but I can tie you up in red tape for years. You've got this one chance to cooperate, Airto. Give me your delivery boys, or you'll do every year that we were saving for them.
All right. There's a shipment coming in tonight to the soup factory. Parnell's soup factory, 1 a.m. Ernesto will be there.
We should get some backup and stake out the cannery tonight.
Freddie said they were moving 50 pounds a week. That's a lot of soup cans.
I think this is an interstate operation. Moving dope around the country to selected grasshoppers. Local weed gets distributed in the usual way, through Pachuco street punks.
Someone must know something about this drug baron character.
Here they come. Let them unload the goods first.
Now?
Let's get them. All right, move. Move! Let's go! Everyone into position.
Got your back. LAPD, put your hands where we can see them.
Go, Phelps. Get in there.
Find some cover. Stay down.
You're fucking
You're covered, Phelps.
catch a bullet, you little bitch. Throw down your gun if you like.
Throw out the guns. Stay in cover!
Clear me some space here. I think that's the last of them, Cole.
Detectives, found something here you probably want to see.
Not now, Phelps.
I'm at a loss.
All clear. Look around. Give the bodies a once-over while you're at it.
At the very minimum, another 50 pounds. Advice?
All clear. Look around. Give the bodies a once-over while you're at it.
$1 per dead man. Doesn't seem like much for a human life. Tijuana address. We should see what the federales have on him.
Detectives, I think we got the guy. Does the name Cruz mean something to you?
It certainly does. Yet another silver dollar. Must be $1,000 here.
Phelps, Earl, looks like quite a bloodbath. What was this all about?
Drugs and money. What else? Speaking of money, where did that roll go?
I picked it up for safekeeping. The department owes me 50.
Ray, I have another 2 coins for you.
Great. I've got something to show you. It's all set up on the table over here. There. Take a look at these coins you've been collecting. Quite a coin collection you've gathered, Phelps. Let me look after the evidence. You get on with the case.
There are letters cut into each coin, along with not legal tender. What does it mean?
Those are Morgan silver dollars from the 20s. They were removed from circulation and sent for disposal. A number of smelters around the country had the contract. Look at them together. Can you work out what it says?
The first coin, MAS. The second, ANG. The third, KAY. The fourth, MET. The fifth, ALS. Masanke Metals.
A metal foundry. Would you like the address?
Would I ever?
1034 Vine Street, Hollywood. We'll finish up here. It's already been a long night, Phelps. See if you can talk them into giving themselves up. You've done the detecting. Now go out and arrest the bad guys.
Roy, we're in a hurry.
Hold on, I'm coming.
I'm waiting, Roy. I'm stumped. Ideas?
Masange, Cole. That's where the bad guys are. Let's go.
You can drive.
I hope that big wad of cash doesn't weigh you down.
Get your priorities straight, Phelps. We're close to bringing in one of the biggest dope cases of the year, and you're worrying about unsubstantial evidence?
Locked. We need another way in.
What now?
So how do we get in? Check around the back.
Yep, that'll work.
for the back door, Roy.
You win one more hand, Andy. I'm taking my money and going home. And fuck whose turn it is to mind shop.
Hey, what can I say? I got lucky.
Bullshit. You're cheating. And I'm...
Hey!
Throw
who
out the
fuck is
guns.
that?
You okay?
I'll tell you when I see what's waiting for us at the top.
How long do you think you can hold out? Find some cover!
I got you now, motherfucker! Real clever, asshole. I'm gonna find you.
You're surrounded, and your buddies are dead.
I'm wide open here.
LAPD, hands up!
Victor Sanders.
You know this guy?
I should have known.
Of course I know Roy. Roy and I have had an arrangement for many years.
You're under arrest.
Am I?
We have a mountain of prima facie evidence, as well as the testimony.
You'd be surprised how things have a habit of sorting themselves out. Evidence disappearing. Witnesses that can't be found. Policemen that forget. The impossible becomes probable when you have a client list like mine.
Shut your mouth! Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Working vice can be a thankless task, Phelps. But on behalf of the brass and the moms and dads and the concerned citizens, I'd like to commend you and your partner for smashing this dope ring. Reefer is almost as big a threat to the children of this city as communism.
What about Sanders, Lieutenant?
Leave Sanders to me, Phelps. The chief will be looking after that one personally.
He will be brought to trial.
Phelps, we are celebrating your success. Don't push your luck. Sanders is no longer your problem.